Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Rick Heyman from Sauter Heyman Jewelers here. Shop the Wedding Band Expo September 12th through the 14th at Sauter Heyman Jewelers. Choose a wedding band that will stand the test of time or an anniversary band to celebrate time spent together. Only at the Wedding Band Expo. You'll save 20% off all wedding and anniversary bands. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Wedding Band Expo, September 12th through the 14th. All 3 locations. Find the ring of your dreams at the price you'll love. SauterHeyman.com in Lincoln and Grand Island.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Landmark Implement helps you put dirt in its place with increased accuracy and greater speed thanks to the John Deere Smart Grade. This fully integrated 3D grade control system boosts job site productivity and reduces labor costs with fewer passes and less wasted material, meaning more bids won and higher margins. No masts, no cables, just clear views of the job site. Visit your local Landmark Implement today and discover the profit-boosting power of the Smart Grade and experience the Landmark difference.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Early break. This is the group chat of the three-legged stool.
1 minute into the game.
Yep.
Jake Sorensen. Dolphins offense looks like feces. 1 minute into the season. 14-0 Jacksonville. Season over. Yeah, and I said maybe next year, Jake. That's been my motto for 33 years. It gets better. Finn's down 17-7 at half. There is someone booing in Brewski's. That someone is me.
I didn't see that one. That's funny.
That was funny.
That's funny.
That meltdown was unbelievable. You were 1 minute into the season.
It was startling.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppels Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
My voice still messed up. All right. Welcome to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. I'm the Black Shirt, Terrell Farley, and I'm with
Bach.
And we are waiting on the captain to come, but if me and Bach is going to start it off, Bach, people are still talking about the game on NBC. That game was the most watched Saturday night game for NBC since last year's debut.
Yeah.
Second one for Nebraska, which people watched them lose to Wisconsin last year, 4.8 million. This contest against Colorado, 6.3 million viewers.
Oh, love to hear it. Love to see it. Of course, it was a big show for Nebraska. They did everything they could. They understood that they were in prime time, and I just thought it was done perfectly. Again, I don't think enough credit goes out to Nebraska and what they were doing as far as the TV product. Again, incorporating your Heisman Trophy winners, incorporating Tommy Frazier there at the end. That's not by accident. Matt Rule knows what he's doing as far as plugging that stuff away. And part of that makes me, embrace him even more is there's a lot of things that you could say that Nebraska doesn't have, but what they do have, they show off and the crowd support, the drones, whatever it is, the fire, all that. Everybody loves the light show. It was just a fantastic job of getting it done. Remember, there were a lot of recruits in town. Nebraska did get the top recruit out of the state yesterday, coming off of that, and Christian Jones. So the party continues. The party should continue. I know Northern Iowa is around the corner, but it's hard as a Nebraska fan after waiting so long for a victory that feels as important as that one, that they did get that. Again, that's despite the fact that Colorado might not be a very good team. I still think it's a little bit funny that you rushed the field in a game you were favored in, but
I rushed the field too, Bach.
You rushed it too, yeah.
Matter of fact, those torches was hot, Bach. I didn't see him come on the field. Yeah, I was right by him, not close, but I was close enough to feel the heat. So here's one thing we don't have to do what Colorado does. We don't have to go get Terrell Owens. We don't have to go get Ed Stewart. We don't have to go get Bubba Dub. We don't have to go get all these celebrities because at Nebraska, we got our own celebrities. We got the Mike Roziers. We got the Tommy Frazier's, the Eric Crouches, the Tom Osborne, Frank Solich. We got our own homemade superstars, so we don't have to do everything Colorado does. So that makes us already better than them because we don't have to go out and seek everybody's approval for who we have at practice because we Huskers, we got our own little ring of superstars around here. But yeah, man, like we said, man, the game was great. The atmosphere was perfect. Nebraska did what they had to do. They celebrated the 94 team, which they had the drones in the air. Whoever designed that deserves $1 million raise. But the night games at Nebraska are very different from the daytime game. So I think Nebraska needs to have every home game at night so you can have that type of atmosphere. And like you said, with these two games that played, this young man came to see back-to-back games that Nebraska played, the Christian Jones from Omaha. But he came to see back-to-back games, and hey, the atmosphere for Colorado couldn't have been better. A Hustle victory. He sees that he probably can fit in on this defense. He liked what he's seen. He commits, and now we got most of the top 10 people in the state of Nebraska. Just probably one or two we don't have. But at the same time, we're still able to collect recruits and win football games at the same time.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think, we see it from Dawson Merritt or anybody that really came and visited Nebraska. They're saying kind of the same thing as that program's heading in the right direction.
Merritt, he's with Alabama, ain't he?
He is right now, yeah. He did commit to Alabama months ago, but he at least visited. And that's what you had to in Oklahoma wide receiver. There's a few guys that had committed, but still made the trip to Nebraska. And it's hard to imagine topping that. Again, second half didn't quite match the first half, but where you were at the end of that first half and the feelings that you felt. And then, of course, I'm sure the light show, all that sort of stuff the recruits probably loved. But we shouldn't downplay this Christian Jones get either, because I know it's the season and everybody's looking forward to, the next week and playing, and that's good too. But, Christian Jones was the guy that you wondered, was Nebraska going to be able to get? And remember, Chase Lofton tight end that's headed into Florida State. The only 2 4-stars in the class. So it was important to get Christian Jones. They did get him. Now the 6th Nebraska commit, so continues to build within the state of Nebraska. And like I said, probably the crown jewel of the class. You got a few guys, Mosey right up there as far as top 200 type of kids, but Christian Jones right up there among the best of them. So not only is it just a commit, not only is it an in-state commit, but at this point, it's going to be one of your class headliners.
I did see that tight end. I mean, that receiver, something the third that was here visiting, the 5-star kid. I did see him. He's pretty good looking kid.
Yeah, they had quite a recruit.
I think his name Marvin. It's something the third. Thomas the third.
Yeah, I can look it up. I had the weekend visitor list. Michael Terry the third.
Yeah, Michael Terry the third.
Yeah.
To chime in a little bit, but I know his dad.
So you think your voice the only one messed up? You didn't know my voice was like this?
No, mine was worse.
Yeah, mine's hurt every morning when I wake up.
Like Dante Jones, I felt for him. Like mine was kind of where it was borderline. I couldn't even talk.
Yo, Sunday morning I was through.
But Dante Jones sounded like the doc. Even when he left yesterday, I took him to the airport. He was still sounding, hoarse. And I think that's just a testament to all the former guys really cheering for the current guys because this is their time. This is not our time. This is their time. We had our time. But if we can encourage the guys that's coming after us to be better. I mean, Neil Smith, man, his voice is probably gone too because he was on the sideline going in as well. And so I want to give a special thanks to the University of Nebraska for having the 1994 championship. And make sure you clip this, for having that 1994 championship team in the building, taking care of us as far as, we had a banquet on Friday and Coach Steele was back and Coach Solich was back, Coach McBride was back, Coach Darlington, and just all the coaches that took, not only the coaches, the trainers, the athletic department personnel. It was so good to see guys that you hadn't saw in 30 years. And Terrell, you tell me, I thought that for some of us that hadn't seen these guys in 30 years, you couldn't tell.
Oh no, you know who you talk to. I ran up on Coach Steele. I talked to him for about 5-10 minutes. Great to see Coach McBride, Jared Talmadge, Grant Wistrom, Dwayne Harris, all the Kareem Moss, Dante, Tyrone. It was a great weekend. Friday night was great at McKinsley's. We did go over there, had fun over there for 2 days. Shout out to them for hosting us and getting me a pullover shirt. We got Tipsy Tina incoming today, so they'll be in here to talk to us later.
Yeah, and we are definitely, man, and Nate too.
Yeah.
Nate, the owner of Tipsy Tina's and McKinney's.
Yeah, him and his wife.
I mean, for what they did for us, giving us a room for us to be able to get together and really partake. We did the prayer. Did anybody get the prayer? Anybody get that done?
I don't know.
Because I thought that was, we did it twice. We did it in the tunnel, but I thought it was a little bit more powerful when we did it at McKinney's, only because I don't even know how we did it. It was just organic. Debo told me to do it. That's why I did it. My bad. I got Debo'd into doing it. But I know you guys probably talked a little bit about the Colorado beatdown, right?
A little bit.
Just to pitch, y'all was waiting on me.
Yeah. We completely avoided it just to wait for you.
Did?
No, we didn't.
Well, I mean, I guess we can just touch on it a little bit because I've got a lot. I'm not going to say it all about what happened with the Colorado game because we're on Tuesday. And Northern Illinois. Is it Northern Illinois or Northern Iowa?
Well, it is Northern Illinois, but it's not Northern Illinois that's coming to town. They beat Notre Dame over the weekend, so that might be fresh in your mind. But Northern Iowa's coming to town.
Oh, man. I thought it was Northern Illinois. I was like, dang.
That would be quite a bit of a different scenario. Yeah.
This is going to be a game.
No.
Okay, so then I can spend some time on Colorado because somehow, some way, I was so mesmerized by Notre Dame beating Notre Dame losing to Northern Illinois that I was like, but that's kind of a rivalry. I mean, state,
in state. We did play them last year, so it's not. Yeah, totally off guard.
No, not at all. But, you know, I got to say something to the city of Lincoln and to the young people. Because the young man lost his life right out here outside our studio. You know, I ain't saying, I'm not going to say much about it, but for us to drive by here and to see that, it left a really bad taste in my mouth. And for young people, especially that look like me, to continue to harm themselves in this way, we got to do better. We got to do better as a community. I believe we have to do better as a people. Because that kid that lost his life, I get it. Young men do all types of things. But the kid that lost his life wasn't even a part of the fight. And it was a young man that played football for me. Now, what they get into when they grow up and become men is their business. But I think as young people, especially young men, if only thing you aspire to do is to be an athlete, to be an entertainer, a rapper, you're setting yourself up for failure. And I'm going to charge all the so-called professionals that look like me to tell the truth. That in order for a young man to attain what all those guys that I had that played in the NFL that came back here, to Dante Jones, Eric Warfield, Joe Walkers, Zach Wiegers, all these guys, Winstrom, all these guys that went first round, Jared Talmadge, I could keep going on and on. That's in the 1 to 2 percentile. Get a plan. Now I'm not going to beat on that. So now I'm going to get on Colorado. But that just left a bad taste in my mouth. It really did. It really did, because what if we had been over here at the studio and bullets are flying? So it's senseless. You got a fight, big old melee of a fight going on outside. Here's the next question. Where was security? And if it was just one, is that enough?
Security guy got shot too.
I heard that. My point is,
too many people for one person.
Well, we have a big game, right? Everybody's excited about the game. I told you already. People were drinking water at 7:00 in the morning, and I'm talking about spirit water. I ain't talking about regular water. At 7. So by the time you think we win the game and resume drinking and go to these clubs and spots, your ticker went from full to incapacitated. It went back down. Again, I'm not gonna keep on talking about it. I'm gonna leave it alone here. But we have got to do better as a people. And I think if you can't contain these so-called parties, because there were people out there that had Husker stuff on. What do you think the guy that passed away, he had on? Come on, man. We got to do better than that, man. I'm not very happy that the studio that I come to every day, and here's what makes that worse. Guys had left their items inside one of these offices here. So after the game, you do a little tailgating right there. You do a little celebrating with, coaches, players, current players, former players. And then it's time for us old people to get ready to pack it up and go home. Well, you had guys who left things here at the studio that's from all different walks of life, that's only here for 2 to 3 days to celebrate and watch us get a victory over a Colorado team that needed to get beat down. Deion Sanders needed that beatdown. But you got guys from Philly, guys from South Carolina, guys from everywhere. They're here to want to be safe and go home. And we was just at the studio at 11-something at that night. That's my problem. That's my issue. We got to get that under control. Now, Colorado beat down before you, my bad, throw it to break, as I know we coming up on it. That was the first half was a complete game that I've seen in a long time for Nebraska. Offensively, defensively, and I think special teams. Second half, not as much. How do you get up 28-0? I won't say that. Let's stick to the positives first. Do you believe, Terrell Bach, that Coach Rule called the dogs off in the second half?
No, it was sloppy in the second half. I think they played the way Colorado was playing, penalties, just too many, weird plays, jumping off sides. It was a lot of things that went with it. It was just a lot of penalty second half, and it was not a crisp second half. You didn't score any points, so
you got beat.
Yeah, I mean, you got beat in the second half, really, if you look at it.
That's my problem, Bob. We got beat. If you really look at it, and listen, I think it was a complete game. But and people are gonna be like, VJ, you always know. I'm saying, in order for us to make the football championship this year, because I believe we got an outside chance to make it if we play like we play. How many turnovers do we have? I'll listen. Crickets? Did we have any turnovers? Did we turn the ball over?
Don't believe so.
How many turnovers did we get? 2. 1 for a pick 6, right? Defense scored, Terrell Farley.
Yeah.
Second week in a row, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's showing some different things. That's showing that we are a different football team. My deal is you didn't complete the deal.
Well, we had some low points in the game. I think special teams, block punt, missed field goal. Rule also said it yesterday, probably the worst special teams he had seen in years, so from his teams. So, the special teams got to get better. We talk about Christian Avano being hurt or trying to get better or trying to come back from an injury. I don't know, man. I still think you should give the other guys a chance until he gets fully well, because you're going to need those 3 points later on when you start playing these Big Ten teams. So you can't afford to miss a field goal and try to put pressure on the team to go out just to make a stop when you could just take the lead. So you're really going to need that special teams to get on track.
Yeah, I believe that. You better get it. You better get it fixed, and you better get it fixed fast. IGC, shout out to IGC, man.
Good return, man. He makes, catches the ball on the 38, take it to the 50.
Man, listen, IGC, I think you got to give it to him in the return game. It's gave us a solid look on the things that we're doing. What I don't like is the fact that we did get a punt block, like Coach said. You gave up a 70-yard kickoff return. Can't have that. And what I like that Matt Rule said, we haven't earned the right to look ahead. We'll be right back. 93.7 The Key. Good ticket.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, isolated showers and storms possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with the high around 93. Tonight, partly cloudy with the low around 62. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with the high around 91. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Landmark Implement helps you put dirt in its place with increased accuracy and greater speed thanks to the John Deere Smart Grade. This fully integrated 3D grade control system boosts job site productivity and reduces labor costs with fewer passes and less wasted material, meaning more bids won and higher margins. No masts, no cables, just clear views of the job site. Visit your local Landmark Implement today and discover the profit-boosting power of the Smart Grade and experience the Landmark difference.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. At Foundation Repair, we fix basements.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Krekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you a veteran looking for a new companion animal, a dog, a cat, or maybe something else? The Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs Vets Get Pets program can cover up to $350 of your pet adoption fees. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov/vetsgetpets to learn more about program requirements and how to apply. Want to help support the program? Get your Vets Get Pets specialty license plates from the Nebraska DMV. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What do you want, Nick? Pass me the top since you're in here. Give me that top right there. This dude right here, man. You know what? Let me just talk about this real quick. First of all, Nick, give us a little bit of text on what just happened. Not what you did, but what's out there on the table.
Well, our friends over at Rabbit Hole Bakery, right below Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket, just came in clutch. You're devouring that. You're devouring it. They brought us some carrot cake. This is going to be a weekly thing, guys. So this is going to be a weekly thing going forward. They're going to bring us some treats in to try. And cut it in half next time for Sean. Anyway. It's going to be a weekly thing. They're going to bring us some things in to try. Today, they brought in a giant piece of carrot cake that Vershawn and I equally split. Then we're also that's what they're best known for, and it was delicious.
Oh my god,
it was incredible.
Listen,
and then they also brought in a vanilla cream puff. They brought in a salted caramel blondie that Terrell devoured. Yeah, devoured.
Great, would be lovely with some ice cream.
Bro, I know. Right?
So anyway, it was. I mean, we cannot thank Aaron and his team over at Rabbit Hole Bakery once again, just below Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket.
Rabbit Hole. That's definitely a rabbit hole.
Here's the thing. There are options for the customers to get tailgate packs. So if you're tailgating with a large group of people and you say, okay, I'm in charge of desserts this weekend at the tailgate, you can get larger quantities of product from Rabbit Hole Bakery for your tailgating needs. And so, or if you're doing a company party, a get together, whatever the case may be, you got to try Rabbit Hole Bakery. It's really, really good stuff.
Oh, it is, man. That salted caramel brownie
There's still half of it left.
Yeah, it's sugar,
don't go nowhere, Nick.
Sugary,
put
but
the
it's
headphones
great.
back on. You ain't going anywhere right now.
I'm not leaving.
Okay, so
It's good to be back with you, gentlemen.
So I see the snacks. I'm trying to tell myself, don't do it.
Yes.
The carrot cake. I love carrot cake, and it looks great.
It was delicious.
And what it said on the box, I'm like, all right, if they're known for this, I gotta taste it.
Yeah.
Right. So I get the carrot cake, and Nick. Well, I put the carrot cake in here already.
Yeah.
I didn't eat any of it. Nick is looking in the windows, and I'm wondering, is he? I thought he was really, admiring us, Terrell. I thought he was. Buck, I really did. I thought he was.
Should have known better.
I thought he was like, they're on the show. That sounded good. They said something important. You know what I'm saying? No, that wasn't it. As soon as I come out for the break, he meets me. And what he really wanted to say, his face said, I need half of that.
Not necessarily.
Yes, it did. What'd your mouth say?
I wanted to make sure that you were going to talk about Rabbit Hole Bakery if you consumed it.
That's exactly what your mouth said.
Okay.
But your face said, I want half of that. And me, the V-Man had a heart. I gotta bring it down, man, my voice. I had a heart. I looked at Nick like, you know what? Let me be nice.
Yeah.
You want half of this, Nick? Sure.
I said, yeah.
Thought you never asked.
I didn't.
All right. Exactly.
The mean Vershawn would eat the whole thing.
Well, here's the thing: is that's why I had a concern because I just met with Aaron about 10 minutes ago. He just left the station. He goes, "Yeah, I think one of the guys took in the carrot cake," and I said, without even looking, I thought, "I know it's Vershawn. I know Vershawn took that carrot cake into that studio."
So I give him we're walking to the mill because I want to give me some apple juice to splash with my carrot cake that I just split with Nick. I knew I made a mistake, but I said, you know what? Let's see what type of guy Nick is. Will he reciprocate what I just did for him? So will he just be fair, right?
Yeah.
Take the cake in there. I give it to Nick.
I cut it
the
up.
Cake. He cuts it up
in half.
You know when somebody's not unfair, they give you the half. When they're fair, they say which one you want. When they're not fair,
I did not. That's a good point.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good. I could have said, "Hey, which one would you like, BJ?" But I knew which one you would choose, and I didn't want you to choose that one.
He didn't want to give me the meat side. He wanted to give me the frosty side, the side I don't want. And you just not have no remorse.
I wanted more of the actual carrot cake.
I thought for 1 second, Nick, we was gonna make up and everything's gonna be good again. But you know what? Now I know you have set me up for failure.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. There's a salted caramel blondie out there for you that's got your name on it.
Nah,
there's a vanilla cream puff out there too. It's legit.
Nah.
So anyway, Rabbit Hole Bakery, 8th and Q in the Haymarket below Tipsy Tina's. Make sure you check them out they do custom orders. They do big time orders, big group orders, I should say. And then for tailgating needs, make sure you visit them if you're in charge of desserts or if you know somebody that is in charge of desserts. But then in addition to that, just go in there and grab a treat, grab some carrot cake, say that you heard it on the ticket, and we'll be good to go from there.
All right. Perfect.
Thanks, guys. Have a good show.
Appreciate you.
Dang, that carrot cake was good.
It was good. You know what? It was a primetime beatdown, Terrell. Primetime. And I went, so at the beginning of the game, I always kind of go and gravitate to the opponent because I like to see them come in and, what are they looking like? listen, Colorado came on the field. When they first came on the field, I was in the tunnel waiting for them. And I have never seen, and I don't get me wrong, but I've never seen football players wear so much jewelry. I'm dead serious. I've never seen that before. Until this day and age, because you know me, you know as well as I do, Terrell. If you had wore some jewelry like that playing against us, you might not got it back. I'm just saying, because you're going to get it knocked off of you, not because we're going to take it.
I didn't see any jewelry. I mean, I didn't see him come out.
I got pictures of it.
I didn't see it during the game, but I know
Shador had a chain on the whole time.
I got pictures of it. How about Travis Hunter dancing around and gyrating around like he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's what I thought about. To me, Deion was embarrassed and Coach Rule saved his life. Do you know what would have happened if we would have scored? If it would have been like 56-14.
It should have been about 42-10.
Easy. They shouldn't have scored anything. I'm telling you, we called the dogs off. At least in my heart of heart, I feel like I don't think Coach Rule wanted to embarrass. First of all, you hurt the first son early.
Yeah.
He got trucked.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not condoning him being hurt. I would rather him not be hurt and still get trucked.
Well, that's in part of football, getting hurt.
It's part of football.
Yeah.
But when you get trucked, you get hurt.
Yeah.
Right? And then the way that I think that whole thing with Bear that hit on Shador, from some of my people that I know, they said he had a concussion.
Oh yeah, he was wobbly when he got up. He was walking back and forth. He didn't take his helmet off, walk to the sideline. He was dazed.
They were hiding even on the TV broadcast. He was
dazed.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my question. How was he able to overrule the concussion protocol and go back in the game?
Nobody never seen him. He just stood up, walked around, and walked back to the huddle.
I mean, no. Remember they took him out. He went back in the game.
Yeah.
Homeboy had a concussion, though. And I'm not saying that at that point, but, I mean, did you really think at any point after halftime that Colorado could come back?
Well, you never know. So that's the mystery part of football, though.
Nah, this is the first time.
I mean, when they scored 10 points, you can say, okay, they don't let them stay in it.
There was no point in that game that I thought Colorado had a chance to come back.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, you still got to play the game.
I agree.
Don't give up.
Here's some of the stats that I want to make sure we take note of that Nebraska led in. That was huge. Time of possession, 35-21. Total play, 65. Total yards, 334. Yards per play, 5.1. Passing, I told y'all the doctor was precise with that thing. 23 of 30. Rushing, 149 yards on 35 attempts for 4.3 yards per rush. Defense gave up 16 total yards of rushing. Now we want to start talking about putting them in that great category. They keep this up, you can put them in a great category. Turnover, see, you had 2, we had 0. I got to say this. In the first half, do you guys believe that was a hold on the long run?
I think it was poor officiating by the Big 12 crew throughout the whole game, especially in the second half.
Bach, you believe that was the hold?
I mean, there's what, 21 penalties called, so to figure out which one you're talking about. But yeah, if you're talking about the Barney run where Ramir kind of pushed the guy down, I don't think that was necessarily a hold.
Yeah, well, I was talking about Ramir, his long run. Didn't they call that back?
They called one of his back.
Well, what's funny is if you really look at it, there was 3 penalties, I believe, for 25 yards that we had in the first half. You can check me if you like. I think it's somewhere around in there. So that means that we only had, it was. Way to cut me off because I was all over the place. Thanks, Box.
There you go.
You helped me. I was all over the place. I couldn't find my notes, and I'm like, where's my notes that I wrote down? We got a starting running back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a starting running back. and I think his name is Dante Dowdell. 17 carries, 74 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And we got a lightning to go with that Thunder. His name is Ramir Johnson, who, technically speaking, these stats should be a lot better than what they are. 9 carries, 33 yards, 2 long runs called back, 8 catches, 49 yards, led in receiving with a touchdown. Big off the deflection. Hey, Jay Barney, he's going to score on that little end and around. 93.7 the ticket. We'll be right back.
Landmark Implement helps you put dirt in its place with increased accuracy and greater speed thanks to the John Deere Smart Grade. This fully integrated 3D grade control system boosts job site productivity and reduces labor costs with fewer passes and less wasted material, meaning more bids won and higher margins. No masts, no cables, just clear views of the job site. Visit your local Landmark Implement today and discover the profit-boosting power of the Smart Grade and experience the Landmark difference.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings family bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar.
There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: isolated showers and storms possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 93. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 62. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 91. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's all fun and games until you're stuck with bad internet. So why leave your connection up to chance? Fiber is fast and keeps you on track with reliable service from real people. Because with bad internet, buffering, hidden fees, and random robots can feel like start, stop, wait, start, no wait, stop, or just switch to Fiber and break free from misery. Visit allofiber.com/break free to get started with Fiber today.
Are you a veteran looking for a new companion animal? A dog? A cat? Or maybe something else? The Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs Vets Get Pets program can cover up to $350 of your pet adoption fees. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov/vetsgetpets to learn more about program requirements and how to apply. Want to help support the program? Get your Vets Get Pets specialty license plates from the Nebraska DMV. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I can't give you too much because my voice is still a little scratchy. I talked to DP like, well, stop talking. I wanted to say, DP, I can't stop talking.
Yeah,
it's too dangerous.
It's worse when you wake up, though. That's when you sound real hoarse.
Yeah.
Because I woke up and tried to yell at my dogs, and it was the whisper.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to talk really low. Everybody was like, you all right? You sick? You sound sick. I'm like, I lost my voice, guys. Nothing's wrong.
Them didn't know till I got on the air yesterday.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Terrell.
It's okay.
AD's voice was gone. It seemed to be happening to a lot of guys.
Well, all the players' voices are gone because we needed this for that felt good.
I finally got to see my light show, which I loved.
No, did you?
Yeah.
Was they did that with drones?
Yeah.
They control that many drones at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's all like, it's not them individually doing it with sticks or something. It's all, pre-planned.
Yeah, I'm saying they probably pre-programmed the drones.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of scary.
It's cool. Yeah, it is scary what it can do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How much do you pay a guy?
The drones?
How much you pay a guy to do that?
Man, yeah. How much does that guy get?
Yeah.
Can you go to college for
it? I don't know.
But here's what I was saying, and I gotta say one more thing. And I said I knew I wasn't gonna say anything, but I have to. My mother always taught me and my brother to run from a fight, not to a fight. So young people, old people, when you see a fight, don't want to be a spectator because something can happen to spectators. It's the same thing as football, in the football analogy. Watch this. Terrell, what did they tell you about standing around piles?
Get away from it.
Why?
Because you're gonna get knocked over.
Friendly fire.
Yeah.
Friendly fire.
That's a free shot.
That's a free shot.
Yeah, I mean, especially for a dirty lineman. They known to dive at you and come at you wild. So you got to watch out for the lineman more than anything.
Yes,
because if you piss them off, then they say, "Okay, I got a free shot on them." Takeout. It's a takeout play.
Right. But we do got to take it one game at a time. Bach, we got to get to our games because I think that's important for us to do it. And while you load up the music, because you got to have the music, Bach, we're gonna let you do your thing right now. How about Boom Boom Bushini?
Yeah.
You got to take your hat off to Boom Boom Bushini. And because he had 5 points, how much you think he averaged per punt?
50-something.
50.8. That's huge.
Dylan almost snuck one in on us. He almost got it to the end zone.
That's huge. And then
Good play.
Before he gets that, I want you guys to be thinking about who your player of the game is. So the MVP, the offensive player, I didn't hear it though, and the defensive player. You ready, Bob?
Almost. Yeah. Pretty much.
You want me to tell you who my player of the game was?
Who?
The doctor is in the building.
Nah.
You got to be kidding
I go
me.
with Dardell.
No
Yes.
way. No way. Them holes that Dardell was running through was big. Now, my offensive MVP, since Bob took a little while to load it, I might as well give it to you, is the whole offensive line. Because y'all talked all that stuff like they wasn't good at all. And they showed you not only could they run the ball, but they could also pass protect.
My defensive player of the game is no other than Tommy Hill, who took it back to the house
and scored.
Little Chris Berman low there.
No, I had Tommy Hill on there, but I figured you would take him. So I said, let me pivot and call an audible. And I went, and I'm going to tell you who my guy was, Mr. John Bullock, the monster, number 5 in the middle, housing stuff. Hey, like them apples.
Nah, it's okay.
It's my player of the game. Special teams player. You guys can talk about that.
Garcia.
Okay. Bach, who's your special team guy?
I'd still go with Boom Sheen. He's off to a heck of a start for his year this year.
I'm not so sold on Boom Sheeney just yet being my special teams guru. If he gets to week 6 and he's still averaging 50 points, he'll be the end of the season.
We had 3. How many punts did he have? And 3 of them were inside the 20. That's what you're asking for too. It's not just the length of it.
I agree with that.
5 punts, 3 inside the 20.
I agree with that, but he's not my special teams player of the week against Colorado. That goes to Jay Barney. I think what he did in the kickoff game, the kickoff return game, I think you can't. We gotta have in the. I just like him back there at kickoff return.
Another super freshman.
Yep. And I mean, you got to think these guys got time. They got time together. They're gonna get better and better. Team can't be beat, won't be beat. In the next 2 years, I think I think we've at least knocked on the door. I told you if we beat Colorado, 2 teams are going to go on 2 different trajectories. Nebraska on its way up. Colorado, where it seems, on its way down. Okay, Bob.
All right, some of the games this weekend, we did not do too well, to be honest with you. We did not pick too well. Myself and Vershawn went 6-5, and Terrell went 5-6. How about we go over some of the games?
Loser.
Your thoughts on it? Yeah, so total for the year, VJ and Terrell both have 14 wins, and I have 13. So we're all right there.
Above 500.
Yeah, we're all above 500, which is
What do you mean?
good.
We're above 5. I'm well past 500. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
14-9. Yeah,
You guys don't disrespect me. What are you? What's your
13-10.
Huh?
13-10.
What about you?
14-9 with you, sir.
I was just making sure you guys knew what it was. And
Yeah.
that ain't a fluke, by the way.
Okay.
It's not a fluke.
I told you last week. I said I picked some terrible games, and I knew I was 50-50 chance on 2 of them or 3 of them, and they lost.
Who picked these games?
We did.
Who was we? You and Bob?
Bob. I didn't.
Bob picked them.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you. You talking about we?
Bob.
And thank you. Tell him.
Yeah. Bob
Good
picked
job. Good job. Bob, what made you come up with these games?
I mean, you picked 10 games. It was a great weekend. You didn't know Kansas State Tulane was going to be so good. I mean, there was a lot of good games that turned out. But as far as like games that you like television set the time, I'm going to get there. There weren't a whole lot of them. There were a few of them. Texas, Michigan still certainly fell into that category, and that didn't end up being a good game. So sometimes it's hard to pick which games that Typically, he'll take top 25 teams or Big Ten teams or teams that, Mickey Joseph, something like that, that's connected to Nebraska in some way. But I'll get your guys' thoughts real quick on a few of these games. Illinois beating Kansas 23-17. Of course, that's interesting. Illinois does not get in the top 25 of the AP poll. They're number 26. Nebraska does for beating Colorado. But, of course, that's a Friday night matchup we've got around the corner with Illinois.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. They got a great defense. Brett Bielema probably coming back for revenge from last year.
Allegedly.
So, one game at a time, but we got to get rid of UNI first.
Kansas is not that good. I'm not necessarily buying because Illinois and Kansas are the same football team. They would if you flip a coin, if they played again today, Kansas would win. So I'm not necessarily buying that this is a good football team. I'm not willing to put Illinois and say that they've arrived. I just think they played a bad Kansas team.
Interesting. Kansas, of course, was ranked now outside of the top 25. One player to watch.
Who did they play in the beginning? Who did they play game one?
I don't think they've beaten anybody yet. That's more of a preseason ranking. But one player to watch when Illinois does come to town is Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week this week. He had a heck of a game. Xavier Scott, the defensive back for Illinois, 2 interceptions, one which he returned for a touchdown, 1 forced fumble, 1 sack, and 8 tackles.
Wow.
So this is a big game for a defensive back. His pick 6 gave Illinois the halftime with the lead with like about 36 seconds left going into half. And then the game-ending strip sack forced the fumble on the final play to secure the win. So Xavier Scott definitely got to look out for here in
what number
when he's on Friday. I'll have to double check. I don't know what number he is.
We look at numbers.
Yeah. Another game. How about this? Texas and Michigan. Michigan loses 31-12. How bad are the Wolverines in trouble?
I just told y'all what happened when Harbaugh left. He totally annihilated that program. That program will go into the dark ages. That is the next great program to go into the dark ages. It's coming for Michigan. They will be in the dark ages along with Michigan State.
Well,
Michigan State. Hey, Michigan State got to win this week.
If I'm concerned for Michigan,
too.
My only concern for Michigan is why haven't their coach signed a contract yet? That's the big thing going around.
They don't want him.
I won't coach a team if I don't have you fully committed to me. I mean, that's one thing. What am I getting paid? If I don't have a contract, what am I going to get paid?
They don't want him to be the coach of Michigan.
Well, hey,
he only got the de facto coach because of what happened with Harbaugh and the fact that they couldn't find a coach quick enough. And I bet they wanted to give him an opportunity.
Well, Michigan's they're a rebuilding program right now. They're going to have to rebuild. They're probably going to take them another year or two to get right back to where they were if they get back to that point.
I don't think so.
How about Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame coming up short to Northern Illinois 16-14? Of course, they opened up the season with a very close, hard-fought victory over Texas A&M. So they were, you kind of felt like they were tested already. And then Northern Illinois goes in there and beats them. Not a good look for Marcus Freeman in year 3 with the Irish.
Couldn't stop the run. If you can't stop the run, you can't stop anybody. They could not stop. I don't know. I think he was number 1. I can't remember his name. Oh, Gavin Brown or
Antonio Brown.
Antonio, man, they could not stop that joker. So I think as a collective group, you have to do a great effort of stopping the run and making the team one-dimensional, and it makes you a powerful defense.
Man, I hate to say it, but he's on the hot seat now to me. You can't lose games like that, especially when you're expected to be a playoff team, and especially to lose at home like that.
The quarterback played terrible.
They have a tough schedule if you look at it. They still got some ranked teams to play. I think they play USC. I think they play Tennessee. They might be the first team out of this 12-team playoff.
Who does Colorado play next week?
Colorado State.
Colorado State's not that good.
Yeah, they'll get that victory.
They're not. Well, they hope.
Well, they should.
They hope. You don't know that for sure. Okay, Bob.
A couple games that we didn't mention. One I did want to mention, that we weren't talking about, but just to keep an eye on, is Auburn losing 21-14 with Hugh Freeze there to California. Not a good look for them. Specifically, Peyton Thorne, who, if you remember, transferred over there from Michigan State. He revealed that fans are Venmo requesting him to get their money back for lost bets because he had 3 picks in that game. Along with Deion Sanders, he was in the class with Matt Rule. Year 2 is not going so bright for everybody. Matt Rule's looking up as far as that class goes so far.
Yeah. Braylon Braylon Edwards and who else was that kid?
Denard Robinson?
Denard Robinson is suing the NCAA, the Big Ten, and the Big Ten Network for $50 million for NIL, for payments of like NIL deal. I haven't read the real story, but I'll tell you about it when I read up on it some more. They're trying to recruit some NIL.
What do you mean?
Well, they old guys. They say, how you go back and try to get some money from the back in the days.
Braylon Edwards just graduated last year.
No. That's
not
Wisconsin.
Braylon Allen. That's Braylon Allen.
Braylon Allen. I'm talking about
Braylon Edwards
Edwards,
played
the receiver from Michigan.
Yeah.
And Denard Robinson.
Oh, they trying to get some back pay?
Yeah.
You see, I got quiet, right? The wheels are turning. If I was a university, what I would do? I would get ahead of it. I call my alumni and I say, look, guys, here's this, and this. We're not going to do that. We're not going to let our university and the ride that we're on and the wave that we got going be derailed because, guys want some money.
Well, they're suing the Big Ten Network and the NCAA, seeking more than $50 million for being wrongfully and unlawfully denied the opportunity to earn money off their name, image, and likeness. When
I
they
would
was in
imagine
school.
you can do that. I'm going to every university.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then NCAA need to go back and pay all the former players who played college football, period.
I would agree with that. I mean, they got
You
more.
know,
They got
if they're alive and can accept the money, give them the money.
Give them the money.
Yeah.
Come on, throw it the break.
I don't care if it's $5,000 a piece.
You and me both, but
Yeah.
throw it the break on that.
All right, 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show. We'll be right back.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop! Woohoo!
Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Fall is the perfect time to work on outdoor projects. Whether you plan to install a fence or add shrubs to your landscape, don't risk an injury by hitting a buried power line. Always call 811 before you dig.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. If I can have today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds, 4 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
Goddamn drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 27th through the 29th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. It's neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from. Plus, qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talk to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Hondas, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. And journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena September 27th through 29th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: isolated showers and storms possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 93. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 62. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 91. I'm meteorologist Kyle Puckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
It was a one-possession game. Do you believe it was a one-possession game? Did Kansas City play better than the score indicates, or did Baltimore take steps to get better and catch Kansas City from where they left off last season?
As I was watching the game, it didn't look that way. It didn't look like Baltimore was even in the game. Mm-hmm. It looked like Kansas City was going to run away with it. I mean, that's how it felt.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
and Jake Bakovic. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
You don't do the brrrr no more. You can't do it. Hurt your throat.
Yeah, that's too much.
93.7 The Ticket. We are powered by Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brand.
Excavating.
Brand. I like that part. Dude, when I was coming today, there was a really, really bad fire. I couldn't tell where it was at, but it was close to my house. Bad. Black smoke. Deep black smoke.
Probably burning grass over there, huh?
Yeah, the same type of smoke that Dion and crew was throwing.
Smoke singer.
It's smoke screens. I mean, they basically, you would have thought this football team was good.
The videos just make them look good.
Did they not just go hustle the entire state of Colorado? I'm dead serious. I mean, come on. Remember, he raised a ton of money now. Now, I saw more than just the stars with every time I come around the corner, bling, bling. I seen more than the stars, some of the coaches. I got to tell this story. Did you go, what's the little dude name that do the little comedian stuff? The comedy stuff that's always around with Dion?
Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub. You heard of him, Bob?
No.
Never heard of Bubba Dub.
No.
So Bubba Dub, I guess they were having an after party or whatever, allegedly. Whatever. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It was. Okay. Bubba Dub been with Colorado since last year. That's who he is. That's what he loves. He had the Colorado on. So I didn't know that. I thought Bubba Dub was just coming. Okay. Bubba Dub was walking off the field with the worst look that I've ever saw in a man's life. Like he just got his lunch money taken every day for the last 30 days. And I didn't know who he was per se. I was just saying, I didn't even know he was a comedian. So then when we get a chance to see him, he had no words for what took place.
I seen him before the game.
What was he saying before the game?
Oh, I told him this is our house. We built this. We're not gonna let y'all come in here and do this to us.
What'd he say?
He just started laughing. Now take the picture.
Now when you see how he looked on the pictures that I got, you're gonna be like,
Terrell Owens looked the same. He
was sick.
Yeah, he was sick. Ed Reed.
He was sick. Ed Reed was there?
Yeah.
I missed Ed Reed.
He was sitting right there on the sideline.
Man, I would have talked to Ed Reed.
Yeah.
I missed Ed Reed. Yeah, Ed Reed. They can't tackle. They're not a good tackling football team. Ed Reed told them they couldn't tackle.
Yeah, they're not a good team, period. Dion's a great motivator. I mean, coaching-wise, he got a long way to go to get on the level that he thinks he already on. You got to coach the game for a while to know what college football is all about. You're not going to come in here and coach for 3-4 years or 5 years and think you're going to turn it into the way you coaching, because your coaching style is not going to get it with the transfer portal and it takes years. You got to develop some of these players. You just can't hop in the transfer portal every year.
Coach Frost had to learn that the hard way. He was very arrogant his first couple of years.
Yeah.
By the time he was leaving, he didn't want to say a word at Big Ten Media Day.
Any questions?
Yeah. That's probably why Dion's so pissed off at CBS.
They're having a field day.
Yeah.
They are taking it to Dion right now because the level of disrespect that he felt like some of those media outlets had for him and how he disrespected them. Now they can say, ha ha, Dion, look at your team.
So the running back picture has took a dramatic change in the last week. Especially the way we thought at the beginning of the season with Emmett Johnson supposed to be our featured back. It's turning into the Dardell and Ramir Johnson show. because now you got a guy who can bruise and run the ball, and then you have a guy who can come out the backfield and catch anything. And I think that's a good compliment for both of them. You know, that they're both having, you know, their turn ripping up and down the field, and I think that's a good thing for us.
Yeah. Before I answer that question, I got to go back to the first one because I want to make sure I make this point clear. Colorado is not a good football team because they didn't retain the guys that they wouldn't got the year before. If you look at how many players got in the transfer portal and the caliber of player that has gotten into the transfer portal on Colorado from last year to this year, and then you look at us and our retention from last year to this year, that's why we're good.
What's all that offseason talk about? They got a whole new line and all that.
They did. They did.
They
did. They got a whole new line, and that whole new line is just as bad as the line that they had last year that was supposed to be.
One of them looked like the Tin Man. He had 2 knee braces on. He couldn't even walk. And I was like, what is this? I would be running around you all day. And they don't look big. They don't look big.
I mean, I don't know how you, unless they beat Colorado State handily, like really dominate them, Deion's on the hot seat right now. And I know people think that, you know, well, they're going to keep him around. And listen, if they lose the next 3 games, Deion ain't going to have no job. Deion, here's your pink slip. Get your kids and your things. And I don't think they'll do it. I'm just kidding. I don't think they'll do it during the season unless it really gets bad. But I think if he doesn't turn this thing around in the season, he's going to get hammered.
Well, it's really interesting. And just altogether, how good Colorado is, that question is. First, as a reflection on Nebraska, okay, is Nebraska, should they be in the top 25 for beating a bad Colorado team? All this preseason ranking stuff, year 2 from Matt Rule. You throw all that aside, but the Deion thing is especially interesting because Colorado, remember, their athletic department was not in a very good space financially before bringing Deion in, and he's brought in a lot of money, a lot of attention, but it's not necessarily getting better on the field. They've got the same issues they did last year. Now, last year you could say, well, he took over a 1-win team, took them to a 4-win team. So now you just got to hope you see some progress there. But I don't know if they're in a position to just fire him. Unless, like you said, it goes, completely south and they go 0-12 and all that.
Well, 1-11, but it could go south. It could easily go south. Well, look at what happened. You can't take anything in the second half of that game seriously. You can't take the 10 points that they scored and the fact that we didn't score, because, again, I felt like we tanked it on, not like that, but definitely Coach Rule called the dogs off. We could have ran the ball all day long. And we didn't. We did other stuff. So, I thought it was a decent Colorado football team. Just not a great one. What's the point spread?
Oh, yeah, boy. Tipsy Dennis.
Yeah, I know. What's the point spread?
It's 9 for this one. FCS school.
I thought it was 10.5. It's 10.5.
For Northern Iowa?
For
Who
Northern
are we
Iowa?
playing?
We're playing
Northern Iowa.
Yeah.
What's the point spread?
There's no point
It's
spread.
an FCS team. There's no point spread.
What does that mean?
Should be a blowout. Pacific.
So
this is a
North
D1
Dakota. Is North Dakota State an FCS team?
Yes.
So how come it was a point spread with them in Colorado?
Did they have a point spread?
Yeah, they had a point spread. Maybe they saying Nebraska is just that good. Should be a total annihilation.
I don't know. I'll keep looking for a point spread, but I don't think they have one.
I would hope that Dylan Viola would come out, last couple of series of the first half because we're dominating them that much, and then maybe come out and play one series. But I think you keep them fresh, and that's what Coach Osborne used to do, is keep guys fresh. He kept his starters fresh. There's no reason to play a guy, and we were selfless in that where, well, you didn't have a choice. Coach Osborne told you come up out that game. You was coming up out the game.
Okay, so about 18 minutes ago, was this FanDuel Sportsbook released their point spread, 30.5 is where it's at.
All right, that's what I thought. Do they cover?
Should.
No. Yes. Maybe. Bach.
Yes.
I think they do. I do think I put a little bit more into that second half than you do. I mean, just because, Deion Sanders takes a little credit for winning that second half 10-0. Just to look at it in totality, remember this is an offense last year, and I'm not comparing this to last year's offense completely. The receivers I don't think had a great game. That was talked about in their blocking and stuff like that with Matt Rule. But when you take a step back, again, I know how exciting the game was, but the offense wasn't. Colorado doesn't have a great defense. We'll see how much better more improved they are. The offense scored 21 points. They scored 18 points last year, and it was one of the worst offenses in the nation. They scored 21 points in this game, and one of those was on what could have been a pick six that fortuitously was pushed kind of forward into Ramir Johnson. So, I like the game. I think the defense looked fantastic. I'm not sure if this offense is still at a point where it's going to automatically go out there and score 35, 40 points a game.
I like our offense. I think I like them. I think we could score 35 points again. I think we called the dogs off. I think there's no reason once you get a team beat to – I didn't like the way we ended the game. Let me just say that. I thought that you don't want to go out on that note. I think Coach Rule understands that, and they'll get those things fixed. But I think you want to see a complete game from start to finish from both sides of the ball. But you're right, Bach. Offensively, second half, we definitely struggled. It seemed like the defense, the more the game got on, the better the defense got. Well, can you technically say that? Because the defense gave up 10 points. And all in the second half. Hey, by the way, do they bet in the second half? Like, do they bet halves?
Yeah, you can
is
do
that
that.
A sport book works?
Yep, you can do that.
So everybody that just lost got landslided in this Nebraska thing and took Nebraska, right, in the points, which I don't believe too many people took Nebraska in the points. You didn't. Did you, Bach?
No, I thought it was going to be a closer game. I did think if it was going to be a blowout, it was going to be Nebraska's way, but I didn't pick it. So.
Yeah, just saying, man.
But Nebraska 3 of 12 on third down against Colorado. That's not going to be very good.
Well, no. Look at the first half. In the first half, we were 3 and 6, and we ended the second half with not one third down pickup. Check it out if you don't believe me. Not one. We had 3 penalties for 25 yards in the first half.
Well, that Nate Burkisher pass, what was that?
What you mean?
He caught a good pass on third down.
I don't think that was third down.
Probably was second.
Yeah, it wasn't third down because you didn't pick up a third down in the second half. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I like the fact that we got it to Nate. I like the fact that we got it to the big fella, 24. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that the ball was spread around and all that good stuff. What I don't like is you didn't score a point in the second half of a game where you had all cylinders rolling and you was up 28-0. So you got to help me understand how that happens. Somebody explain it to me. Text line's open, 402-464-5685. Explain to me, how do you dominate a team in the first half, 28-0, and then in the second half, you do nothing besides give up 10 points?
I think it's going to be hard, and I think it's part of the process and in the build that they're doing. Like Nebraska, we all want, and I think the focus this week should be on they got the win. They're in the top 25. They've got all these things going for them. You can see potential coming out of Dylan Raiola's ears. But as far as are they there yet? Are they ready to just go out there and compete with the top 15 teams in the country and play 4 quarters of football? Maybe there's still some work to do, and maybe there should be. Maybe that should be an understanding that, yeah, this is part of the building process.
Man, Colorado, when you hit somebody in the mouth, sometimes you give up. Sometimes you sit over there like Terrell with your hand on your cheek, looking like you lost your best friend. You did, didn't you?
Mm-mm.
Well, why you standing over there like you lost your best friend, Chumley?
I'm just thinking about something that probably the next question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like Matt Rule said that he wants the offense to match that Dylan Raiola intensity. So, I don't think all the guys was fired up like they should have been Saturday night, especially on offense, though. I know the defense was fired up.
Well, they don't have that they don't have enforcement on offense.
Yeah.
Who is it? Dowdell is, but he's a running back. So who's the other smash mouth? They don't have a receiver that'll hit you in the mouth.
Yeah.
I thought Fedoni blocked very well. Now, anyway, Tipsy T is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have Nate on. We'll come back after some tacos and some burritos. Los Tacos. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm with
The black shirt.
And Buck. Goodbye. We'll be right back.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket. Every Saturday morning now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: isolated showers and storms possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 93. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 62. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 91. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: isolated showers and storms possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 93. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 62. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 91. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Rick Heyman from Sauter Heyman Jewelers here. Shop the Wedding Band Expo September 12th through the 14th at Sauter Heyman Jewelers. Choose a wedding band that will stand the test of time or an anniversary band to celebrate time spent together. Only at the Wedding Band Expo. You'll save 20% off all wedding and anniversary bands. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Wedding Band Expo, September 12th through the 14th. All 3 locations. Find the ring of your dreams at the price you'll love. SauterHeyman.com in Lincoln and Grand Island.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. We have Tipsy Tina owner here in the McKinney's. How you doing, man? I'm doing all right. Great weekend there. We had a great time there, and we want to thank y'all for setting that up and having that 94 national championship team.
Yeah, everyone excited. I know a lot of the staff was excited to, meet some of the players and see everyone. So
great night. Vershawn bought dollars to put on the ceiling there, and overall it was a great night and a great game. What do you think of the game?
I'm feeling pretty confident going forward. I mean, I think we did what we needed to do. I mean, there's been so many times, especially in the last couple of years, where I feel like there's games that we should win that we don't. The first half we played very well. Didn't really turn the ball over. I think the defense stepped up pretty good. I mean, the second half we allowed 10 points. The atmosphere was insane. I mean, I was working. My wife was, of course, on the sidelines doing the photography, but it was nice to have everyone come in after a home football game and be in a good mood and not mad about something and complaining about coaching. Like, it's just like the whole atmosphere of the whole day and just around it, like in the Haymarket and downtown Oak Street was just amazing.
Yeah, it was a great night. Any questions, Bob?
Well, obviously, I always wonder too is how much would business be better with a better football team? How was business Saturday?
It's better. So this is probably McKinney has been open for 11 years now. Tina's has been open for about 4. I want to say it's like, I mean, it's better sales wise, but not by a big difference. It's just the morale and the atmosphere and not having mad Husker fans sitting there and drinking their worries away. Now they're drinking and celebrating and having a good time.
Is it better for you for a night game or a day game?
To be honest, the best game for us is 2:30 because we get the lunch rush, we get the dinner rush, we get a little bit of both. So that's always been our best. 11 a.m. games are probably our least favorite, especially since we have to open up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
All right, yeah, we can't find Rashawn. He might be back there snacking on some of the stuff you brought in. What'd you bring in for us today?
So we bought our fish tacos and carne asada. With our shrimp. With our shrimp tacos, we brought our jalapeno coleslaw that we make in house.
Ooh.
So yes, it's very, very good. Brought you guys some avocado slices. And then for the carne asada, we got our cilantro, onions, and salsa for you guys.
All right, that sounds pretty good. I don't know where this guy is. So,
I think he's back there indulging himself, perhaps. But how often do you guys? Interesting. How often do you guys have to kind of change your menu or twerk with your menu? Is that a fun part of the job that you enjoy?
It's always nice to change our menu. Of course, getting feedback from our customers and stuff. But one thing that we do at Tina's, which is a little different from a lot of other restaurants, we have a taco of the week. So every week we let our cooks make up a taco that's not on the menu, and we run that Monday through Sunday. So like we let their creative minds go, and we've done things from like a flaming hot chicken taco. So we got flaming hot Cheetos, put them in a bag. I think we talked about that, and just doing some random things like that. And we've done a chicken fried steak taco that actually went over really well. So it's just nice giving the cook some opportunity to change some things up and use their minds and create something.
If the tacos of the week do too well, has there any been that's made it to the menu, made a permanent menu?
Yeah, a couple of them. The Bang Bang taco, which is a shrimp taco with a different flour seasoning that we put on it. Our Memphis taco, which is a beef brisket taco with barbecue sauce and I'm trying to remember, it's like French onions that we put on it. Yep. So yeah, there's been some that made it on there. So
yeah, man, you getting pretty good at just talking on the radio. We're going to have to hire you. He's getting real comfortable now.
I'm running on low sleep the last couple of days, and just trying to get everything ready again for this Saturday because we're going to be shutting off the parking spots in front of McKinney's again this Saturday, and yeah,
big weekend. So yeah, Hall of Fame weekend for me. So I'm looking forward to that. I got to write a speech for a banquet Friday night. Gonna get Bach to start working on that immediately. And yeah, I got to get some rest before Friday and Saturday come up because I have to go to the game again this weekend.
It's having 4 home games in a row. It's a little tiring. To be honest,
good for business.
It's good for business. I think we have 1 home game in October.
Yeah,
and then I think we have UCLA the first week in November, and then our last home game is Wisconsin.
Do you get a kind of big crowd for away games that people come watch it there, or
not as much as it used to?
Yeah,
I mean, if I were to compare Nebraska from 5-10 years ago, it's not as big. I mean, you can go out and buy a 70-inch TV for $500 and sit at home and watch it.
Yeah.
And
pay Peacock.
Yeah. But back in the day, remember when we used to have the pay-per-view games? Yeah, when we had the pay-per-view games, we were packed, sold out.
Yeah.
Because people, of course, didn't want to pay the $30-$40 for them at home, so they just go to the bar and go hang out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where we see the big difference. But I think with us winning, doing a little better, I think we'll see more of the crowds for the away games.
All right. Well, this is Tipsy Tina's and the owners of McKinney's. I'm saying it right, ain't it? McKinney's coming here for our everyday, we call it Taco Tina Tuesday here at the Ticket, 93.7, The Captain Show. That voice is
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. and journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Surge Party. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena September 27th through 29th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
HealthLink is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. HealthLink provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacement snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Find your missing link with HealthLink today on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers or by phone at 402-858-9356.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. Second half today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history.
We won! What a finish, boys!
Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds. 4 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
Goddamn drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 27th through the 29th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
Our lives only have so much time. But if you smoke, you have less. Your life could be 10 years shorter. And the time you do have is often filled with health problems. Shortness of breath, asthma, COPD, and cancer. But the minute you quit, your body starts healing.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at HuskerFanTravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, isolated showers and storms possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 93. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 62. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy with a high around 91. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Back with Rashawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'll get it from you later, Nate.
Wonk, 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 wonk. 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show, the fastest 2 hours in radio. Last segment, guys, and the captain is back. Why don't you do that for the next 10 minutes? Go, 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 go. We won. We won. We won. Y'all didn't think we were going to win this. You thought we were going to win. You didn't think we were going to win the way we did. Oh, I knew we could beat them. I mean, I know we could have beat them by 21.
I only brought this back here, not that I was supposed to be eating back here, but I made a burrito out of a taco burrito. You ever seen it? You want some of that? Okay. Where do we go from here? We got Northern Iowa this week.
Play some of the kids that, just get a bigger lead and let the guys play that haven't played that much, because now you get into that Big Ten schedule and you don't know how many of those guys who gonna be able to play more. I mean, you have the 8. You got to start traveling. You have to get the traveling roster together. You have to do a lot of things. You got to make sure the kicking game is going well. We need no slip ups right now. We just it just got to take this game by game.
Yeah, it's Northern Iowa. It should be a stat game.
Yeah.
It should be a Pacific game, right? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Northern Iowa always has guys from where? Nebraska that play for them. So, and when a guy that plays for Northern Iowa that's from Nebraska gets the opportunity to play Nebraska, they play a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So you got to hit them in the mouth. Hopefully we can duplicate the first half into the second half. I didn't like the fact that they booted Bear out of there. I think the Bear, to me, is the X factor for us on the defensive side. But if he's going to be suspended for any game, let it be this game. What is that defense going to look like when Javen Wright gets back?
Yeah, he's going to appeal it.
I don't know if he's gonna make that one because on the
Well, you know,
replay,
like I
it
said,
looked
I mean, the
bad.
defense looked great. I mean, I still want to see how they look up to, you know, other top teams in the Big Ten, like Penn State, like Ohio State, like a Rutgers team who's still pretty good, a Purdue team that's probably gonna be one of the most underdogs, but a big threat team that we should watch out for. Wisconsin, who plays Alabama, faces a real good test this weekend. So we see how they fare against that because that determines us too because we also play Wisconsin.
USC's knocking on the door of the top 10 now.
Yeah. USC's looking good. UCLA has not won a game. So, you know, the Big Ten is not, the bottom half of the Big Ten is not weak as we think it is.
Do we? I'm going through the stats. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to go back. Did we miss a couple of fourth down tries?
I don't know.
It looks like we missed a couple of fourth down tries. Because I want, if so,
I think Colorado did. Not sure if we did.
We did. No, it says Nebraska.
We punted on that one. Dylan
Drive started on a.
Yeah, fourth down conversions were at 0 for 0.
Okay. Also, we didn't have any.
Yeah.
So then it was truly then third down conversions. Okay, we're good. Keep going. What games are we picking?
I don't know.
Well, I've got several games. If you want to kind of look ahead, I don't know if we want to put these in here. As Terrell said, Wisconsin taking on Alabama, welcoming them into town. Number 24, Boston College at number 6, Missouri. That's all of a sudden interesting. Boston College in the top 25 with Bill O'Brien in his first year there. A little bit of rivalry week this week. Washington State at Washington for the Apple Cup. You've got number 9 Oregon at Oregon State. Oregon's, just getting by with the skin of their, very, very close games the first 2 weeks. You mentioned Purdue. They host Notre Dame, who somehow is still ranked 18th after losing to Northern Illinois. Georgia has to go to Kentucky. Kentucky took a bad loss this last week. And then Indiana and UCLA, which is somehow a Big Ten game. So those are some of the bigger games on the docket this week.
Yeah. What Thursday night game is somebody? I forgot who the Thursday night game is.
Well, yeah, they got number 20 Arizona against number 14 Kansas State.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be.
And Arizona now is the longest win streak in college football at 8, now that Michigan lost.
Do you really think that Notre Dame deserves to be even ranked?
Well,
seriously, come on.
What's funny because they're ranked 18th in Northern Illinois, who just beat them, is ranked 25th. So
they're ranked 25th now, right? Here's the real question: what was Northern Illinois ranked before the game?
Yeah, off the radar. Nobody gave him a vote.
120th. So how you get beat by the 120th ranked team? You're 0-1. All these other teams are undefeated.
Well,
I bet you can name 10 teams, Power 5, that's undefeated, and they're not ranked.
Well, they beat a ranked Texas A&M team to start the season off.
Yeah, they're 1-1 with a quality win at least.
All right, is Texas A&M ranked now?
I doubt it.
No.
Okay, so then how are you justifying leaving an 0-1 or whatever 1-1 ranked Notre Dame team because they beat Texas A&M? Who did Texas A&M play last week? I think this is one of the games I lost.
I don't think Texas A&M had a big game this past week. Look,
no, I'm just wondering who they played because I think it just tells the story. I don't really, as far as
they beat McNeese State 52-10.
Okay, so they had nothing. They had nothing. They had a wash up, cleanup time. That what game? The Alabama game you're talking about?
Yeah.
Do you actually think for 1 second that that's a big game?
Wisconsin and Alabama?
Yeah.
It's watchable. It's a watchable game.
I don't know.
I mean, Alabama struggled with South Florida a little bit, so now you got to think, hey.
Did they really?
Yeah, to about the fourth quarter. It was about 17-14?
Yeah, it was a close
What was
game.
the in-game score?
40-something to 17.
Oh, well, you mean
they scored like
6
30
minutes? They scored 37.
They scored 30 points in the fourth
That's
quarter.
getting dominated. That means they could have scored 30 in the second quarter.
Well, they had to make some changes on their line.
Man, Alabama is getting ready to run through Wisconsin. It's about to be it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, it was 14-13 entering the fourth quarter, and then they outscored them 28-3. By the way, looking back at teams, by the way, UTEP also did lose to an FCS team, Southern Utah, in double overtime.
Oh, UTEP did.
UTEP did.
Well, what did North Dakota State do? Check them out. I'd be curious to see what they did. Because
they beat Tennessee State 52-3.
I told you. I guarantee you that's a good football team. And I think they probably should have beat Colorado, but they might have been mesmerized by being on the road. And I think the refs might have had some home cooking.
Well, like I said before, I mean, I watching that game, I just felt if they would have stuck with their one quarterback. They kept bringing in their running quarterback, and it
blow the game.
And it was going, yeah. Then they put him in for 2 plays, and then their starter would have to come back in and be like 3rd and 11.
Right.
Be like, all right, well.
But the play call when he did come in was the worst play call.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Why would you take your starter who was on fire?
And could run, too. It's like they brought in a running threat who might have been bigger, but their starter can run. So you could run the same plays.
I don't think they wanted to beat Dean. I think they might have got a payoff.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. 4th quarter here. Here's a mill. Just make it close. Get out of here. We'll see you again. Because they still can win the FCS championship, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they got playoffs.
I'm saying they can still win it, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't hurt their schedule. That doesn't hurt their record. I mean, they still can be ranked number 1 just because they lost to a D1 school doesn't matter to them.
Yeah, it didn't even hurt them in the rankings. Both South Dakota State and North Dakota State started 0-1, and the FCS top 25 came out. They're still number 1 and number 2.
Well, that's what happens when you play up.
Yeah.
Hey, you think I can come over and bum a room and take a nap?
No.
Wow.
You getting tired?
Well, I got my parents in town.
Oh, they staying at your house with you?
Yeah.
Mom and Dad?
Yeah.
Why you didn't invite me over to come meet you?
Well, Dad doesn't come in Thursday night.
Well, you still could have invited me to come meet you. My aunt never met her before.
Well, you'll meet her later in the week.
Be so mean.
No, I'm not being mean.
We won.
It's okay. Has nothing to do with my house, sir.
If we win the game, you got to be nice all week.
I am nice
to everybody.
Except you.
What? You know what? You're gonna be one of them grumpy old men too, boy. I know you're gonna be a grumpy old man. Get over there, man! I better get off my yard.
Talk about
get your off, you young boys better get off my lawn.
Tell Bach about the video I sent you with the guy jumping over the.
Which one?
The guy jumping over the ref. Bach, have you ever?
Oh, wow, that was a good one. Tell you, yeah. That's
so
a
Bach,
good one.
it's this video going around that. Talking about how different these athletes are. A team scored, and the opposing team player who got scored over leapfrogs over the referee, and he calls it a touchdown still. Like,
no, but something like that. They scored, and then the team that scored, one of the other guys called himself celebrating. The ref was down. Like,
no, that was a defensive player.
That wasn't even the team that scored.
That was the defensive player.
Yeah, he'd have been ejected. He leapfrogged over.
Why?
No apparent reason.
Because he was down.
You sure that wasn't the team that scored?
I'll show it to
that
Bob.
makes it that much worse.
Yeah, that's why you got to listen to the guy talking.
I did listen to the guy talking.
Yeah, so if you listen to the guy talk, he said these kids of this generation are something else.
How do you get away with doing that?
I don't know.
Like he cleared him, or he put his hands on his back and leapfrogged?
He put his hand on his back and jumped over him, Bob.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Touching the
and then
referee.
the ref did this.
After he jumped over.
Yep.
That was funny, Terrell, but now it makes it even funnier because I thought that the team that he leapfrogged was the team that scored.
No.
He should have got a penalty. You can't put your hands on refs like that.
These kids are something different.
Hey man, do you think that the zebras from what is it, Pac-12?
Big 12, yeah, former Pac-12.
The Big 12, do they have little earbuds communicating with each other? Like when Ramir broke and he was like 50 yards down the field and 20 yards away from pay dirt when they threw the penalty. You think they told him to throw it?
I don't know. It seemed
throw
like it.
the penalty now. Do it now. He's about to throw it now. Man on penalty. I'm just trying to figure out, why don't the refs let them play? Let them play. Listen, you can call a holding penalty on just about every snap.
Yeah. Did you see the guy from Colorado? They got him dead. He's holding.
And didn't call one.
Didn't call not one time. The one that I kind of surprised me was the James Williams offside. I don't think he was offside. I think, they just
21 penalties, 209 yards for both teams combined. 200 yards of penalty yards.
But it's a tell of two halves, though.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 penalties for 25 yards for us in the first half. What would that leave us with? 80-something, 86 yards of penalty in the second half? You mean to tell me that in a football game, we didn't get better, we got worse? I don't believe that. I really and truly think it was some ref cooking in that game, because you don't call 72-yard touchdown runs back 50 yards when the runner's 50 yards down the field, and then you throw it. Come on. We got to do better.
Oh, yeah.
We got to do better.
All right, Adam Carricker up next.
Was that what's next?
Yeah.
What you got?
I don't know. How to run some errands.
What about you, Bob?
Yeah, Adam Carricker on the ticket coming up next. Michael Severe going to join him around 12:30, and then the locker room with Chancellor Burrington and Mikey Daniel will be after that.
Nice. The locker room. Guys, we appreciate you guys riding with us on this tough Tuesday. 93.7. It's the captain. I'm with
the black shirt.
And
Bach.
Power.
Boy.
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Power.
Underground.
Brand.
Excavating.
We all kind of light today because, we yelled our way to victory for the Skurs. Remember out there in Husker land. Go. Big. Red. It'll never be the same.
It'll never be the same.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on